Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Play by Play off air and online. I'm actually only welcoming myself back because I wasn't here last week, and I heard it was the best episode that there's ever been with Adrian at the helm. So I'm a little bit worried. I'm trying to up my game, but nonetheless, we brought out the big dogs for another episode of Play by Play off air and online. And this time we're going to talk all things that is rugby. Of course, the Springboks, they went up against France. Massive victory. Jeepers, they played unbelievably well. And then also the Premier League. We brought in you know who because her team's not doing so well. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the guests this evening. As I mentioned, we brought out the big guns. We'll start in order of, I don't know, where do we go? Beauty this time. Tara, good evening.
I'll take it. Good evening. Very good to see you, Morgan. Welcome back. And I know that
Thank
you
you.
were playing some rugby.
I was playing some rugby. Actually, we'll touch on it a little bit later, but the rugby I was playing didn't look anything like the rugby that you saw.
But I'd love to touch on that. Of course, Premier League and the revenge story of France. Happy that that didn't come to fruition.
Yeah, I mean, before we dive straight into it, because I know this man has also got a lot to say about it. Adrian Endley. Firstly, dude, thank you so much for holding down the fort. He's been on air, he's been offline. Adrian is everywhere and he's doing a fantastic job. So good that management had given me a call, said, listen, we need to talk. So this could very well be my last, but I'm gonna hold on to my job for a little bit longer. Adrian Endley, evening, brother.
Thank you. It was a pleasure, it was an honor to try and fill those, massive boots that Morgan left behind. I'm glad he's back now, so the pressure's back off me. Can I just say I always get a new appreciation for how hard it is to try and run a show every time I have to step in for Morgan.
There's just so many buttons, right?
It's
a mind.
There's just way too much going on.
Yeah.
But you did a good job and so smooth.
I tried.
Smooth.
It was like ducks where they look calm on the top.
Yeah.
Paddling for life. That was me. I
Well,
looked
we
very
couldn't
cool.
tell.
I'm
We
glad.
couldn't
I'm
tell.
glad.
Well, that's your personality, and that's why you're on the show every single week. Because obviously, I get a little bit excited, and then between Tara and I, whoever else is here, we tend to get excited, and you're just like this
He's
calm duck that just floats above the water.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Speaking of calm, it wasn't such a calm performance, dude. Springboks versus France. Let's dive straight into it.
Well, first, did you get a chance to watch it?
So I did watch it actually. The US is actually 6 hours behind South Africa. So at 11 o'clock for you guys, it was what, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So it was a normal afternoon.
Okay, so it was
rugby
a normal
game.
kickoff for you.
Normal
actually.
kickoff for me actually this week. But I watched every single minute of it. I was really worried to start with.
Yes.
I was like, where is this going?
Yeah.
But jeepers, this Bok team just know how to win.
Yeah.
And win comfortably in the end.
I mean, the first 5 minutes of the game, France were dominating.
Yeah.
And I was actually like, okay, I can already see how this could play out.
Yes.
It was looking like that match we played against New Zealand, in New Zealand, where they were
Correct.
the first
Yeah.
time, when they scored quite an early try as well. The fact that they scored 2 early tries in that match. And I was thinking it's going to be like that again. But then just as the match went on, you can just see more and more the Springboks dominating, getting back into it.
And France coming apart at the seams. It really looked like they couldn't play the full 80 minutes. By the 60th minute, France looked tired.
Yes.
It looked like they had never played 80 minutes in their life. Maybe because they, I don't know, had raced and played the Springboks so early.
There isn't an excuse that it's like the end of their season, really. And it's like sort of the beginning of... is it the beginning of ours anymore?
It's the other way around.
Sorry, it's the beginning of their
It's the
season.
beginning.
Yes,
They
they're
just
playing us
started.
early. We are coming to
Correct.
the end of our
That's right.
season.
We're kind of tired. They're kind of
Exactly.
still finding their feet.
But it
Which
was
we thought. I thought that would be bad for us because I would thought
Yes,
team would
exactly.
be exhausted. But
Exactly.
it's actually we're just match experience at this point. They've been running around for 80 minutes every other week, and they clearly just started.
and their formidable forward pack just weren't cutting it.
Well, the talk in the week it was crazy for me to see the talk in the week all about the fact that when we beat them in the World Cup, it was kind of like we're coming to get our revenge and this is their World Cup final and all this talk.
Now we're really going to see who's the best.
Correct. And then it's just dwindled down and all of a sudden it's like, okay, we kind of... Is this the French accepting defeat? Or
no,
because it's the winners of the of the rugby championship
Yes.
versus the winners of Six Nations.
Yes.
Technically, everyone says those two games is the sort of the penultimate, the best in the world up against each
exactly.
other.
Look, it was pretty competitive, I'd say, especially in that first half. They definitely both sort of dealt blows, which I could see. I could see this going
Yeah.
a lot more closely than it did in the end.
Yeah.
But look, they are going to use the excuse. I've already seen it. They were missing a few key players. Obviously, they were missing Anton Anton Dupont.
Well, let me tell you, that 9 that started for France is a proper rugby
He was
player.
also good. He was
He's
good.
unbelievable.
But I'm sure they'll use it as an excuse.
Yeah.
They
I'm
want
sure.
they want to their full strength.
I didn't. I like to read the international media from their perspective. So before the game, I haven't read anything now, but before the game, they were very confident and they were sure that France was going to win and that it was going to be by maybe not the biggest of margins, but they were definitely going to win.
Yeah.
And it could have been a bigger margin. I mean, you saw. I mean, Sasha missed what? He missed two penalties and a conversion.
When he started missing and like the pressure kicks,
no.
I started going.
Oh no, here comes Morgan.
Like, where does this go? Do you know what I mean? Like, because he's so confident, and it's, when you're that confident, he kept taking the kicks, which I was impressed with.
Yeah, very impressed.
But I mean, you really should have slotted them. Didn't slot them. I thought, this is now not looking good for the box.
Not the easiest of kicks, also.
Not the easiest of kicks, but you did right. Actually, not the easiest of kicks. But again, we have this way. It's same with Mani. When Mani wasn't kicking well for the box, everyone went, "Oh, that's why we lost. That's why we lost." And I thought that's where we were headed.
Yes.
Then
turns
second
things
half,
around.
Sia doesn't come out. I'm going.
How big is
Oh,
that?
what's happening?
On his 100th cap.
He gets subbed,
as
yeah.
well, to get brought off the team.
And Rassi did say, I mean, that was the defining moment in who Sia is.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Does it? Do you buy that?
Well,
honestly,
I buy it.
It's really interesting because in like the week leading up, obviously there's a lot of talk about Sia and the fact that it's his 100th cap. And Rassi actually said in the press conference the day before the match, he said, "Look, ultimately we know this is a big deal for Sia. He's going to have his moments before the match. He'll run out before everyone else, but ultimately we're focused on this match. And if I know Sia, he knows as well. Like, he doesn't care about these individual accolades. He cares about the team and them winning." And so Sia then said in the press conference afterwards, like, "Look, that's me. I say I'm all about the team, but I need to put my money where my mouth is." So when the coach came up to me and said, "Look, we're going to have to sub you," I was like, "Look, I understand. We need someone in. We need another lock to come in. We have someone like Andre Estesen who can sort of play that pivot.
Yeah.
And I love that about him, even if you don't believe it's true, Morgan.
No. Look, let me put it to you this way. It's the right call they made, but it's a massive call.
It is.
And it does, for one, show me the sort of that the Springboks as a whole are happy to make really tough calls because
Yes.
that's completely emotionless, that
Yes.
decision, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's the right call. Don't get me wrong. I agree with it.
And he
but
didn't sit there quietly.
as a coach myself, I would have gone, you got to keep Sia on. It's his 100th game. You got to give the guy
Then
a
it's a
shot.
good thing that you are not the coach, Morgan.
Yeah, exactly. But perfect call.
Yeah.
And then the second half came, and what Springbok team was that? Because that was like, they really played good rugby. The right changes were made. I thought shifting Sasha to 15 was a shrewd call. When Mani came on, I speak under correction, but the score was very tight. I mean, it was, so France led 14 points to 6 just before halftime. Kobus Reinach then scored, which made it 14-13.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think Mani came on at a similar time to that scoreline. Sasha slotting in at 15 just seamlessly.
The two of them together.
The two of them-
Brilliant.
Unbelievable, right?
Yeah. Especially if we're not going to see a lot of Andre Pollard.
One controversial statement I do want to make is this man of the match.
You don't believe it was Sasha Feinberg and Gomez?
I don't believe it was him.
Who do you think Malcolm Marks?
Well, 40. We can talk about 14 men as much as we like,
Yes.
but it was seven in the forwards. Yes, Andre Estesen came on as in a dual role, but he's not an out and out forward. He doesn't think like a forward does, right? For our Bokpak to stand up the way they did, surely Malcolm Marks, Jasper Wiese, those players. I mean, Peter Steph the toy. I mean, he does it every week.
Yeah, that's
But,
so true.
So we've become so just accustomed to these massive performances from Jasper Wiese, from Malcolm Marks. But I don't think Sasha was the best player on the park. And I'm not sure who makes those decisions. I actually went into TikTok and I made the same little statement earlier, and I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for it. But Sasha's a great rugby player. Don't get me wrong. He is
at
a
22
master.
or at 23.
He's an
brilliant
absolute
for that age.
freak. At 10, he's an absolute freak. Moving to 15, continues to be a freak.
Yes.
But again, I just find the media and whoever selects these man of the matches, like, Was it really him?
But do you think it's the case of, because I see this in football as well, where often it's like the people who are the attacking side will get the accolades.
Yeah.
Like if in a match, if it's like 1-0, they'll usually give the man of the match to the person who's ended up scoring the goal. Even though
even when we see Ballon d'Or winners, a lot of the times
Yes.
it's strikers.
So I wonder if when we watch matches like this, obviously Sasha, he scored 2 tries, eh? Did he score 1 or 2 tries? I can't remember now.
Sasha scored 1.
He scored one.
one.
He scored one good try towards the end. He did kick quite a few penalties. He kicked quite a few conversions. So obviously he contributed a lot to the points that we actually got on the evening. So I think it's good. It's very easy to look at the scoreline and say, cool, the reason we won is because of Sasha, and give him the award. But if you watch that match, you would. I personally.
That's why I ask who makes these decisions, because knowledge. If you know rugby well, then it wasn't a yes. We won by 15 points in the end, or 16, whatever the margin was, and our backs played, really well. But the platform is laid up front, and surely we had to have gone that somewhere there. I don't know.
I don't know. He's impactful. He
He is
really
massively impactful. But I thought Kobus Reinach off the back of the scrum, unbelievable. That individual try that he scores there.
Yeah.
Breaks on the side of the scrum, the chip kick, the ability to have the calmness to score that try.
Yeah.
Like, how much are we talking about that? We don't see a lot of people talking about that.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned Malcolm Marx as well. I mean, in the scrum, he was fantastic. With lineouts, he was fantastic as well. He played the entire match, He put in a massive shift.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be man of the match.
And it's not often we see
It
a
was
hooker.
between him and Sasha Feinberg and Gomezulu, I would say, and Sasha ended up
Really?
with the...
You think it's between the two of them? I think
so.
Jasper Vissa, I thought, had a monster shift. I mean, he carried ball all day long into a relentless French attack. Those guys are... Let me tell you, there's steam coming out of the ears before they run at them. I watched the game actually with a French player. He played 48 test matches for the French. His name's Bernard Leroux. And I watched the game with him in the US. Yeah. And he was saying those oaks are this steam coming out of the ears. They are wanting to kill anything that's wearing green and gold. They're wanting to kill.
Yes.
And South Africa just have this calm ability to just go about their business.
They looked like they knew that they were going to win it, even when they were behind. It just looked like, we're winning this.
Yeah.
So we're not stressed. We're not worried. We're not bothered by this.
I was
we're not
massively
bothered
impressed.
by 14 men.
Yeah.
So now, what do you think of that permanent red card?
Yeah.
Do you think that was a permanent red card? Do you think it was a harsh decision? Do you think it should have been 20 minutes?
Tara's asking you, Adrian, not me.
Adrian,
Leave me out of
one
this
of
one.
you. Okay.
Leave me out of this one.
Are you in agreement or disagreement?
No, I'm let's see what
Okay.
So
He was on his knees.
when I watched it initially, I was like, "There's no way that's a straight red," because of 2 reasons. Firstly, he was on his way down. When Loet went in for the tackle, he was sort of up ready, but then by the time it landed, he was already on his knees.
Yes.
If that had landed and he was standing, it would have been like in his midriff. No one would have cared. But also there was the issue of he wasn't wrapping. Okay, so his one arm, which really wasn't really making any contact, was attempting to wrap. The other one wasn't. And I know that with rugby at the moment, they're very strict. If there's any head contact at all, it's a red. But given how long they took to come to that decision, I mean, they were sitting on that with that TMO forever. Clearly, they weren't that sure. And I feel like if you're going to give a straight red, it needs to be like blatant. Like everyone can tell. We don't need to look at this thing 20 times. It's a red. I think it would have made sense if they gave a yellow to like
and then upgrade
for a red, for that 20-minute red card.
Yeah.
I thought the straight red was a bit harsh.
For me, it was a case of like, I love getting other people's opinions and then I'll make my own opinion based on that, right? But you gotta, when it comes to red card, there's mitigating factors. This is what they talk about. Mitigating factors are stuff like, is there a dip in the tackle, blah, blah, blah. What does his body position look like? If you look at Lothar Jacob, he's going down. Firstly, the oak is yay high because he's on his knees already.
Yeah.
Secondly, the oak loses the ball in contact. He doesn't physically have the ball when Lothar Jacob makes contact with him. So which means his body position is changing. He's obviously trying to catch the thing. He's lost the ball in contact. Now Loet's coming in. Loet dips and he launches, which is how all good tackles should be made.
Yeah.
The oak bounces off him, off the shoulder. There's no chance to wrap number one. The oak's on his knees. And then I thought, it probably is a red.
Was the shoulder
But
contact before head contact?
Well, I mean, it's this area here.
Because then that also makes a massive
But
difference.
then I went into social media. And if you know, I spent a lot of time with John Smith, our former Springbok captain. And he posted this
name dropping.
And he posted a thing about, of course I got it. And he posted a thing about our game is in trouble giving that a red. And he's the most, like, in my mind, he's very super level-headed. He takes all emotion out of it and he makes like a, and we have won. So it's very easy for us to go, well, we've already won. Like, it was definitely a red. It was silly.
Yeah.
You know? Because now we've already won.
Yeah.
But so many people and professionals and guys that have played the game are saying, our game is in trouble if we're giving straight red to that.
It could have cost us.
And I have to agree. Like, what must he do then? Yes, you can slow it down to the 10th second.
Bad when you slow it down.
But every tackle in rugby will look bad if you slow it down to that.
It's split-second decisions.
The Oaks
also.
launching, he flies in once to make...
How
Correct.
must he change?
So no, I don't think that's a straight red. The way the lawyers, they give the red, I get that. But after 20 minutes, we should be allowed to replace someone if it wasn't a straight red. Because it's a straight red, we weren't allowed to replace someone. I think it spoils the game. If the box kid are hiding there, let's just give hindsight. The box kid are hiding
Then
there.
we would have been talking about
then
that.
we all turn
day
around and
long.
go, jeepers. I mean, it's a bad call made by the referee to, you know.
But are we appealing that decision?
No, I mean they're actually waiting. I mean, as we're recording this on Tuesday, they are still waiting to hear the outcomes. I think they did appeal, but they haven't.
Yeah.
Response yet.
Okay, so there's conversations.
Yeah. So now, wait quickly. Let's just quickly. I know we're running out of time again. Look at us. We just can't stop talking about blocks. But we've got Italy coming up this weekend.
Yes.
There's talk of the winger. Help me out quickly. Ethan Hooker moving to 12.
Okay.
Interestingly enough. What do you think? Do you think he goes full bag, couple of changes, 100 Pollard at 10?
I would like to see that. I feel like I'm shifting narratives quite a bit because earlier in the year I wasn't happy with this, but I think it's Italy. Italy are a very good team. They beat Australia. By the way, they did beat Australia, but we did bring a big team with us. It would be nice to see some people who probably won't feature against Ireland to get some minutes. Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't mind seeing just a slight rotation.
And 100 Pollard is nearing. I think he super deserves it. He's nearing Percy Montgomery's all-time point scoring record for the Springboks. Nice. And I really would like to see, I mean, I'm a Monty and I, again, name drop. We're friends and I'd like to see him keep the record.
But he does deserve it.
100 Pollard has been such an amazing servant. I don't think he's done with it. I don't think he's done at SA Rugby yet. I still think there's a lot there.
He's still a massive asset to
100%.
Yeah.
And he's not past the Salva. No.
They've trialed him at 12 before. I think now the older you get, the more experience you have. Moving to 12 is not necessarily a bad thing.
But I think he's invaluable in that setup.
Oh yeah. I think, don't take for granted his impact that he's having on a guy like Sasha, like he's having on a guy like Rassi's building a squad there where each player is very clearly aware of their role. Yeah. And I think Andre's role at the moment, the same like we did with Willie for a long period of time, kept him part of the squad to sort of breed in that next 15, keep Andre part of the squad to breed in that next 10, and we've got two brilliant ones in Mani and Sasha. Yeah.
And that's how you do it, a conveyor belt of excellence.
And we forget, Damien Willemse can play 10 as well.
Yes.
I thought he had a solid game at 15. So much good happening in that Springbok squad.
It's very exciting.
Wow.
We are spoiled.
We are proper spoiled.
We are spoiled. But now, of course, you want to head on over to the Premier League where Liverpool.
I just want to go. You can. This is where I want you to take over.
In last 9 matches, and yes, I understand what you're going to say that it's not looking good. Losing to Man City after a brilliant win in the Champions League over Real Madrid.
Fluke, was it a fluke win?
It wasn't a fluke. If you watched that game, and I know that you were busy, with people that you probably going to name drop.
So because Thibaut Courtois was just
it could have been 6-0. It could have been 6-0. Okay. Everything was just coming together against Real Madrid. But I suppose, it's not the Premier League. But then, of course, we also have to talk about the decisions made in the Premier League. And I'm not just talking about from a Liverpool perspective. Whether it's Man United, Arsenal, Brentford, whoever it is, there needs to be some sort of consistency. And whenever there's sus calls against Liverpool, why is the name Michael Oliver always at the helm? So he was VAR this time. That disallowed goal of Virgil van Dijk. Now, I'm not saying that this could have changed the outcome of the match. I love your
passion. I could listen to you all day.
I'm not saying that
Look at Adrian's face. Look at Adrian's face there.
I'm not saying that it could have changed the outcome, that Liverpool may have come away with the win. But we'll never know how scoring a goal at that moment would have changed things or changed play or changed tactics from a Man City's perspective. Was Man City the better team on the day? 100%. Liverpool did not play well against Man City. And I think it's just Man City building that momentum. For me, Man City is back. Erling Haaland, 19 goals so far this season. Brilliant stuff from him. If you tell me Tara, I think Man City is going to take the Premier League this season. I wouldn't argue with you because that wouldn't surprise me in the least because Arsenal are in the habit of letting it slip out of their fingers. They went 2-2 against Sunderland this weekend.
They were up for a while as well.
Yes.
Into the break. And Sunderland scored a late equaliser against them. This is the same team that hasn't conceded a goal in over 6 matches.
They gave Arsenal the respect that Arsenal deserves because Sunderland played Arsenal like it was their toughest match so far in the Premier League, which it was. Yeah. And they threw everything. They played dirty, used every tactic that they could possibly use. They came out at Arsenal with everything and the kitchen sink. And Arsenal, I think they were shocked by it. I think they were rocked. They weren't expecting that new Premier League team.
A lot happened this weekend in the Premier League. And just looking at the table,
I know what you want to do.
That at the moment, United, are technically in 5th, but they're not. They're in 7th. But Tottenham,
why? What do you mean?
Tottenham,
What do you mean?
Villa, Man United, Liverpool, and Bournemouth are all on 18 points.
Listen, explain this to Morgan.
Explain it.
Because basically, Tottenham are sitting in 5th at the moment because they have the higher goal difference of those 5 teams that all are on 18 points. So if you want to look at it technically, Liverpool, Man United, Aston Villa, Tottenham, they're all in 5th.
Oh, yes, okay, I got you. Okay, sorry, I got you.
So, but what I'm saying is, Liverpool, Man United, on the same points in the Premier League.
Yeah, but that doesn't really mean much.
I mean,
so, Man United and Tottenham, let's talk about that. What did you think of that match? Both teams played not so great.
Are we done with Liverpool?
Yeah, I think so. I think Tara's moved us on now.
Are we done?
Tara's moved us on.
She's just moved us on.
No, that's because we were running out of time.
I'm
thinking of you, Morgan.
Oh, now it's a time management.
Yes.
Now it's a time management thing I'm doing. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, we can talk about that match. I watched that full match.
Yes.
And again, I was very impressed.
What a match.
I was impressed with Man United.
Oh.
And well, obviously, him specifically, but just Man United in general. Because look, it's frustrating. We should have won that match. We really should have. We threw it away. In the dying sort of minutes of the game, Tottenham got 2 goals, which I thought was crazy. But what was different for the first time ever, we conceded very late, and we should have lost that match. But for the first time in a while, this Man United team showed some belief. I wish they would show it earlier in the match and show more urgency.
Yeah.
But they should have showed a lot of urgency to get that equalizer.
Yeah.
And in the end, we should have won it. But I'm happy with the draw. It means that for the first time since Amorim took over, for the first time in a long time, we haven't lost in 5 games in a row in the Premier League, which is, I know it's
Does it do it on social media? Does it mean he doesn't cut his hair now?
Yes, yeah.
No, he doesn't cut his hair.
He's singing 5
Yeah,
wins.
because that was a draw. That wasn't a win.
So does
Even though
5 wins in a row, so the draw...
So now it starts again. Yeah.
Does it start again now?
Yes.
Oh my word.
That is crazy. That is
Okay, so we're happy with United. We're happy with where it's going.
Happy?
We're happy. I'm happy. We obviously...
I felt sorry there for Tottenham, really, because they were celebrating in the 90th minute.
Yeah.
Celebrating. Richarlison.
Shirt off.
He took off his shirt. He's like, give me that yellow card. You know, Thomas Frank. I mean, people were celebrating. It was crazy. And then here comes, was it a corner and a left?
Yeah, the left scored from the corner.
Yeah.
90 plus 6.
Yeah.
Scoring late, a late winner. Oh, so now you guys are doing late winners.
We're trying to take over from you, Tom.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, if you know what would be scary, Adrian, is if you didn't take all Liverpool's late winners early on in the season.
Yes.
Where would they be now?
Sure. Where would they be now?
I don't know. I'm grateful for that every day, but we'll see how it goes.
And just another fact.
Yes.
I know that we don't work on what would have been, but you must also remember Man United. They've actually missed 2 penalties this season. Bruno Fernandes has missed 2 penalties.
He's missed the most penalties in the Premier League.
Okay, it's only been 2.
Okay, it's only 2 relax.
No. He holds the record for most missed penalties.
Okay,
probably has the most taken also. It's a percentage game. Relax. Why are Liverpool fans, before you interrupt you there, sorry, Adrian. Why are Liverpool fans? I find this bizarre. United will lose, and they'll talk more about United losing than they talk about their own team losing.
This is not true. I find this of Man United supporters. I mean, do you know how many Man United supporters have been on my TikTok? Have been tagging me in videos where they actually make videos where they're making fun of Liverpool. Worry about your draw.
No, you have a lot more to worry about.
Look, I'm not worried.
What up is honest? Is he under pressure?
No. Because like I spoke about a few weeks ago, listening to Jurgen Klopp, and Arne Slot spent a lot of last season calling up Jurgen, having that conversation. I think this is about building a team. So I'm still okay. I'm trusting that by the end of the season, this is going to be a top team because the players in this team are top tier. So not concerned.
Okay, sorry, I interrupted you
So
there.
back
No,
to
no, I was
Adrian.
going to say, like, it's good to have some perspective on things. Because obviously United had what we think a terrible start, which they did. But if you look at their matches, I mean, Bruno Fernandes missed the penalty
I think it's the
early
worst
on.
start.
Okay. As a result of that,
Can you just leave him alone, please?
Sorry, yes.
as a result of that, United earned a draw. They could have won it if Bruno had scored that penalty. Okay, so that's now 2 points they missed.
Okay.
Another match they lost, which if Bruno had scored his penalty that he missed, it would have been a draw. 3 points we're missing from missed penalties, which would put us at 21 points, which would put us at third on the table, which is just 5 points behind the league leaders.
So did we really spend 5 minutes listening to you talk about hypotheticals of how Man United could have
I'm
been
just
playing?
saying.
No, I agree with you. I agree
I'm
with
just
you.
saying, we make these narratives when United win and lose and whatever, then it's a crisis. United are very good and they could be better because given small things that have happened in the league. Liverpool are the exact same. Liverpool should be grateful that they 18th at the moment. They could be worse given all their late winners.
Thank you very much.
So who are the Premier League champions? Who are the holders currently?
I don't know. Who are the oldest?
I don't know.
No, we don't know. So, listen, very quickly.
Yes.
AFCON coming up.
Yes.
United are going to lose
Oh, we really are.
Buemo
And
and Diallo.
Yeah.
Yes.
That-
Liverpool's
that
going to
leaves us-
lose Salah for a long time. Hopefully, if Egypt progress far in the tournament.
So that's going to be interesting. I think I've heard rumors that United are going to go and look for another striker. They tried to get Hoyland back, didn't they?
They're trying to recall his loan, but it's not possible. They won't be able to.
Why is that not possible?
I think it's part of the contract. You can't do it. You can't do like a 6 month, like under a 6 month loan.
Oh, really?
Something like that. It's like, I think it's something in the contract that they put there.
I mean, he's playing really well.
He is.
Really?
Yeah, very well. for
Yeah,
that.
so.
Really, really.
But I mean,
well.
when you have Kevin De Bruyne feeding you goals, I mean, it makes a big difference. Eh?
Very true.
All right, well, that's the Premier League wrap up for you, I suppose. Not much else to talk to. No other results really spring out
I
at
mean,
me there.
the
But,
Proteas.
The Proteas, I was just about to say, the Proteas losing a T20 and ODI series against Pakistan.
Yeah.
Yeah, leaving much the batting. Okay, let's talk about how
Quinton
Quinton de
de
Kock
Kock,
is back
yeah,
in form,
he is.
and
He
that's
really
exciting.
is.
Yeah.
Player of the tournament, despite us losing that ODI series, because he scored like 60 plus in the first one, a century in the second one, and a half century in the third one. So he was performing.
And he was saying, he was like, look, I think, because he retired from international cricket, and he said, I think that actually gave me like sort of like reinvigorated
Yeah.
for international sport, and he's come back.
Stronger than ever. Thank you very much for coming back.
and also, I
This
know
is young.
Delucia's not here, and we haven't got Delucia in studio today, but Lando Norris, how's that for you?
Yeah. Also, how funny, Max Verstappen, he said, cool, I'm out of the race. Like, he has conceded. He said, there's no way I'm going to win now. It's done.
And so it's, well, it's easy to say, but I mean, he's not going to get in the car and drive slowly.
Yeah.
He said, look, I'm gonna give it- I'm gonna give
Especially
it my
with
all.
Max.
Yeah.
But it is looking like possibly this is going to be...
Lando Norris, Piastri. Oh, is Piastri... what's happening there? Should we wait for Delucia to give us the full rundown?
These papaya rules, man. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, next season's going to be interesting.
3 more races left for the season.
Three
Yeah,
more.
I can't believe it's coming.
And Norris
to
is
an end.
almost one full race ahead of the championship now, I saw. So
Yeah.
very, very interesting. Well, that's really it, folks. I mean, what's the time now? We've run out of time.
Yeah, we have. Right? You see, I was thinking about you.
We could talk about Liverpool at length.
We
and
can. Is
they,
there more you want to say about Liverpool?
is
No,
you sure?
We can answer.
There's nothing more. We take a break.
I tell you what we do. I'm not going to wrap up the show. We're going to leave it to Tara, and maybe she'll wrap up with a little bit of a Liverpool's swagger to it.
Okay.
All
well,
yours.
It's been a great show. Thank you very much, Morgan and Adrian, for your expertise and your input. Liverpool, nothing to worry about there. Man United looking better on the table. Man City definitely back. And Arsenal, it's their Premier League to lose. Of course, the Springboks, they showed their strength against France, and they are looking to do the same against Italy. And of course, we'll be back on play-by-play, off-air, online next week, Thursday.
Look at that. I mean, I know how to leave this in the best hands possible. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Nice.
Sweet. Happy.
Did you really
Dude,
want me to end that?
yes.